George had a bad habit. Whenever he caught a cold, his nose would run. No matter how much he blew his nose, mucus would keep flowing out of his nostrils endlessly. He sneezed once, and the fuse of mucus was lit. He first sneezed a few times, and his nose was instantly loaded like a gun, firing 2 sneezes in succession like gunshots. Then it quickly reloaded and fired several more shots. Even while eating breakfast and brushing his teeth, his nose was rapidly loading. It could instantly fire out a sneeze. At this point, he felt like there were countless bullets in his nose, rapidly bursting out like a machine gun. A missile even exploded from the boy's nose. No matter how much the boy blew his nose, it was useless. It felt like there was a bucket of water inside his nose. Whether he was at work, on the subway, or in the classroom, his classmates stayed far away from him. Although he kept blowing his nose, it still felt like it was on fire. The mucus couldn't be blown out completely, but he still frantically blew his nose. This feeling was like flushing a toilet. He still wiped his mucus like crazy. Suddenly his nose got out of control and mucus directly flowed out like water. He tried to block it with a nose plug, but it still didn't work. His nose was like an open faucet that couldn't be turned off no matter what. George felt like his whole body was about to be suffocated. However, at this moment, George felt that the boulder that had been dormant in his nose for a long time was about to erupt. He slowly gathered his strength. He picked up a tissue, ready to release. Then, he opened his mouth, took a deep breath, and his nose was like a lit firework, ready to bloom at any time. Then, with a push, his head instantly burst into sparks. His nose was like an underground sewer about to erupt. After an hour of accumulating strength, George finally, at this moment, released the dirt that had been immersed in his nose. When he slowly opened his eyes, he felt that his entire nose was much more awake. At this point, he felt like he had arrived at a grassland, at a boundless world. He felt like the whole world was unobstructed.